Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Orby3NWO bringing you another Call of Duty gameplay, but we're going to change it up a little bit this time. Hopefully this is something you guys will like and will like to see more of from me. Film has always been a passion of mine, and I want to start doing some movie reviews. So if this does good, if it gets a few likes and everything, then maybe I'll do this again in the future. But anyways, I'm going to do a movie review for the movie John Carter. This was not a movie that I was really super excited about seeing. Just the fact that I knew it was a Disney movie, and just the trailers didn't really kick for me for some reason. It looked a little more kiddie than my type of movie. But I'm actually really glad that I went to see it, because it turns out it was a pretty good movie. I would say good, not great. Definitely good for the type of movie that it is. It's not nearly as little kid oriented as I thought, but it's definitely not like Rambo or anything like that. Okay, it's not something that is completely just gory or anything like that. A good way to look at this movie or this film and get kind of an idea for what it is a slight knockoff of Avatar, a little bit less well written version of Avatar, kind of built in the same mold, anyways. And I don't have a problem comparing it to Avatar. Avatar is an unbelievably good movie. This one is in the same type of mold. And this first part is just opinions of mine. So, you'll form your own opinions when you see it, But anyways, the only real knocks on it, the storyline is actually very good, I thought. What really hurt this is just that the dialogue is pretty weak. And I don't know if that's more of just the writers didn't get the dialogue very good, or if there just wasn't good chemistry between the the actors or whatever. But I tend to think that maybe that the storyline was good because this came from a series of books, and the storyline in the books was written well. I think the dialogue not being good is more of a indication that the writers didn't do a great job on the dialogue part. Just a short outline of the movie. There will be some mild spoilers, so if you don't want any spoilers, you probably need to just skip forward or exit out, whatever. Leave a like before you do that. Anyways, the outline. John Carter, who happens to be very much like Indiana Jones, leaves all his belongings to his nephew Edgar. Edgar starts to read a journal, and the story about John Carter begins. John Carter is set in or when he is alive, it is set towards the Civil War times. And he thinks that he has found a cave of gold. When he gets there and he starts trying to, get everything done, he's transported by, I won't tell you exactly what happens, but he's transported to Mars, or what the people of Mars call Barsoom. Barsoom is actually the title of the book series that this is based on. Right after that, he's captured by a group of natives of Barsoom called Tharks, which are really tall green guys, pretty awesome looking, have hooks for teeth. He's captured by them. Soon after he's captured there, he saves the princess of a town called Helium from a guy named Sab Than, who is the prince of Helium's rival city, Zidanga. Carter struggles with trying to find his way home and still feeling obligated to help Deja, who happens to be the princess I was talking about. He, obviously in any movie there's going to be a little bit of a love story. He starts to feel for her people, feel for the Tharks and their people, and just he's the type of guy that he was so tired of war from Earth that he had quit fighting there, and he's really not looking to fight, but he gets kind of wrapped up into it, and he's really struggling with wanting to get back home to his cave of gold, and then realizing that he does have friends and people that he cares about here too, and really struggling with who to fight for, what to fight for, and things like that. That's really the whole, what really ties the story together. That's the whole fight that he has. It's more of a fight inside himself than it really is with other people. He sees the similarities of the war on Barsoom and how they relate to the Civil War that he just left from Earth. The people of Helium being sort of like his people, the Tharks being sort of like the Native Americans in Earth, and then Zidanga being the enemies. The actors in the movie. John Carter is played by, I think you say his name, Taylor Kitsch, or Kitsch, something like that. who is Tim Riggins on Friday Night Lights, if you watch that. He did a good job, not unbelievable. I think more of the problem with it is just not exactly knowing how to play the guy. It wasn't bad by any means. I'd give it probably a C plus B. It just seemed like he was trying to make his voice super gravelly and raspy and mean the whole time, and it seemed a little forced. But other than that, it was a pretty good job. Nothing so corny that you didn't want to watch it. Deja Thoris, who is the Princess of Helium, was played by Lynn Collins. I thought she did a very good job. She's gorgeous, by the way, so if that matters to you in a movie, I think the movie's worth going for just for that. She did a good job, too. I think she did a little bit better job. There are a couple parts where just, like I said, the dialogue itself, the words that she has to say are corny, so it comes out corny, but when it's not that, I thought she did a very good job. A lot more fluid and a lot more... it seemed less forced with her. Tars Tarkas, who happens to be one of the Tharks, the leaders of the Tharks that captures John Carter, is voiced by Willem Dafoe, who is a great actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. Boondock Saints, tons of other things. Boondock Saints is probably the only thing you guys would know him from. Ooh. He did a good job voicing the character. I actually didn't even realize that's who it was, so that's kind of I think a good thing when you're voicing a character. Saab Thon is played by Dominic West, who's the lead guy from The Wire. If any of you guys watched that, he did a pretty good job too. He didn't have a whole lot of dialogue, so it was more just kind of physical acting, which I thought he did a good job with. It's hard to put a guy like that into a bad character role when you're so used to seeing him as the good guy. And then Madai Shang, who's another enemy, is played by Mark Strong. He's the bad guy in the first Sherlock Holmes movie, Lord Blackwood. He did a very good job, I thought. The structure of the story is good. I think it plays well. The main problem is the pacing. The beginning of the movie is pretty slow. It goes really slow and then really fast and then really slow and then it jumps and then it does pretty good. But they kind of jam-pack a lot of character background into you, and it's hard to do it on a first movie, and they really kind of pound it in there. Once you get past that, the first 15-20 minutes of the movie, it really starts to flow a lot better, and that's where the movie really picks up steam. The graphics are amazing. Everything in it is very good. It's not Avatar level, but it's probably only 1 or 2 steps behind. There are some really, really cool scenes, really great fight scenes. Like I said, the effects look great. So I saw it in 3D. The 3D didn't really blow my socks off, but it didn't deter from it either. It did really well, I thought. All of that is top notch. The music was nothing really special, nothing bad, but it didn't really, pop out to me. I give this movie about out of 4, I give it a 2. Unless you're, I'd say, under 17. If you're under 17, then I'd give it a 3. It is a little more towards younger people, but I'm 24 and I liked it. So, anyways, guys, let me know if you liked this. Let me know if you liked the movie, and maybe we'll do